Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Demonplague. My name is James Intricasso. I go by he, him. I am your super fun time dungeon master for this lovely little romp we're having through the perfectly placid Luna Valley on this show. We are going to go around the table and quickly introduce ourselves to these level 11 characters we have here. Rudy, let's start with you. Who are you and who are you playing?
Hey, my name is Rudy Basso. I'm playing Rain Bowie, a human monk, both he, hims. I, at level 11, have gained the ability called Tranquility, which means that after an extended rest, or long rest, I gain the benefit of Sanctuary, which is a spell that if I am... Okay. The way the spell works is if I'm targeted, the attacker must make a wisdom saving throw, and if they fail, they have to choose someone else to attack. So it's kind of okay, but as one of the two, in-your-face fighters, I'm not going to be like, all right, attack Torsten instead. So I don't see the squishy wizard, I don't see myself really utilizing it too much unless I'm really beat up.
You could probably use it to attack me since I have a pretty decent armor class.
But would Rain do that? I don't know.
No. This is like, no, they're all my punches.
What's the opposite? I jump in front of the attack on her.
Yes, and of course, Lauren. Who are you and who are you playing?
Hi, I'm Lauren Urban. You might know me as Obo Crazy. I am Rock the Aarakocra Rogue, and at level 11, I got reliable talent, which means that any ability check that I add my proficiency bonus to, if I roll the d20 and it's a 9 or lower, I just get to say that it's a 10. So I continue down the path of Rock being amazing at a few things. She is super good at like 4 or 5 things and then sucks at a bunch of other things. But like those 4 or 5 things, she now... for example, my perception check can never be below a 22.
Wow.
Jeez.
And that's my rolled perception. Let's not even get into my passives. Just don't ask me to talk.
Yeah, just...
So yes, reliable talent for the win.
Oh, reliable talent. For the win. Excellent, excellent. And TK, who are you and who are you playing?
It's me. What up? It's me. It's TK. They, them. I'm level 11. I'll never learn how to fucking read. I'm playing Isabel, who is she, her, and she's level 11 battle master, and she just got a 3rd attack. And all the is gonna be dope.
Yes, and you might need that. We'll see. So and
cool.
No reason.
We're not attacking anything down here. What are you talking about?
I get 3 hugs per round. Three mother-in-law scolds per round.
That's right. Yeah, the most vicious of attacks for sure.
Yes.
And Robert, who are you and who are you playing?
Hey, I am Robert Adichie, he, him, and I'm playing Torsten Alehand. I just gained a level in Wizard, so I now have 4th level spells. Woo. And I took Charm Monster, and what was the other one I took? Dimension Door. I've got Charm Monster prepped right now. I also get expert in divination, so when I cast divination spells with 2nd level or higher, I can regain an expended spell slot. So I don't know, I have to go look to see how many divination spells I have, so I can start utilizing that. And also, kids, just a reminder, make sure you actually read your character sheet, because you forget things on there. Like, I've forgotten that I've had Inspiring Leader, which gives everybody some temporary hit points. So I need to do that.
Is that the thing where you have to give a 10-minute speech and then we all get temporary?
Yeah.
I look forward to the next 10 minutes.
I think I did it once, like the first time I had it, and then I just kind of forgot about it. I'm looking right now, I was like, oh yeah, I have a thing.
I forgot about the thing where I can just like look at opponents outside of fighting and know what their hit points are if I look at them for like a minute.
Yeah.
And like what they're resistant to and stuff. Isabel's like, fuck it.
As long as you just stare at them long enough, you just like...
It's like,
43.
yeah, he looks like on a scale to 100, about a 78, which is unreasonable at level 11. That's never gonna happen. It's gonna be like 190 something or 220 or.
Or if you're me, 50. I just got 50 hit points.
Yay!
I'm super proud of you, my son.
Halfway to 100.
Yeah.
Excellent. So last time on the Demon Plague. Oh, you know what? I always forget this part. We should talk a little bit about announcements. First of all, thank you very much, Josh Long. Another failure for me. So you can see right here above my head, we are taking bit donations. If you want to donate to us over here on the Don't Split the Podcast Network Twitch channel, you can get health potions for people. You can get an NPC named after you, or you can buy auto successes or failures. Pretty fun stuff. So now, last time on the Demon Plague, the election results for the Village Council of Tomar's Crossing were announced. Torsten, Kadra, Summith, Skullcleaver, and Katika LeBlorn are the new village council in Tomar's Crossing. They will be taking over in a 10-day, as it were, or a 10-day from when the results were announced. Nala the Gifted, a ghost druid of Minas Harion, who was portrayed by the amazing Amber, aka Rocket Orca, was with us, and Nala led you to Elebrin's Retreat, where you were able to pick up a jade gauntlet that is hidden in the tower's. Oh, I'm sorry, you didn't pick it up yet.
We will.
Yes.
That's right. You will pick up a jade gauntlet.
Nah, we got it.
That is hidden in the complex's lower levels. You need this jade gauntlet to perform the ritual after you incapacitate Zancrown to send him back to the abyss and end his existence. Now, Bazig and the Black Skull Bandits had taken over the upper level of Elebrin's Retreat, which is this magnificent farm that essentially takes care of itself and produces all of this food. So they were living in there. Luckily, your former relationship with Bazig managed you to... wow, I'm terrible at talking right now. Your former relationship with Bazig managed to get you to negotiate with him so that you could go to explore the lower levels, which you have been warned have terrible stuff in them. And we had left with you all opening the door to head down into the lower levels of this place. And that is where we stopped last time.
And he said he was going to seal the door behind us, right? Was that the agreement?
He did, yeah, because the door is essentially a pile of rubble that he was hesitant to remove, but you agreed that he could then essentially Cask of Amontillado you back up inside there. So, and you would shout for when it was time. You also have a ghost with you who can...
Yeah, we have a ghost.
What was that reference?
That is an Edgar Allan Poe reference to a story
buddy.
wherein a friend bricks up his other friend behind a brick wall.
Somebody's just trying to rub in the fact that he can read.
Still got Aida on the mind, too.
In fairness, in that case, there was not consent to do so.
Plus, we could just punch through the wall.
We can punch through the wall. We now have a wizard with dimension door.
I was going to say, we can dimension door our way out as well.
Right, all right.
You have a ghost, too. Yes. So Amber is not here. She could not join us today. So I will be taking on the part of Nala the Gifted.
Also, I'm sorry, I totally forgot that my sneak attack went up by another d6, so I now do 66, which meant I needed another d6, and I'm looking at my 5 that are sitting here going, I need another d6. All right, excuse me, I'm just gonna grab another.
No longer
D6s, yeah. Never mind, nothing.
Excellent, excellent. So, what I need from you all is, what is your marching order going down the stairs here into darkness?
What if the person who can see in the dark and has a 20 AC goes first?
So, yes.
Or
also, I just remembered that many moons ago, Kadra gave me this special gem that produces light at all times. And all I have to do is hold it up. It's basically a super flashlight. So I will use that as well for the first time in 21 sessions.
We could do that, and then team Stealth could go forward. If can you put that
that's a
thing?
good idea.
Yeah, can you put that thing in like dim light, or is it actual? What's those high-powered torches that you can get, like the big ones that like the X-Files use to project whole beams into the darkness? Like, is it that?
What?
You don't
So
remember that
it is
X-Files?
a-
They had these like giant flashlights that were basically just the people behind them with like TV lights.
Yeah, but
So
But they were kick-ass flashlights. I wanted one of those as a child.
you know
Sorry.
they make some powerful enough to start fires now.
I did not know
Serious.
that.
Ow. That's
I want
terrifying.
one of. I don't really, but I kind of do.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
sorry.
like $400, but I'm saving my pennies. I'm gonna get one.
All right, right. Who needs a flamethrower when you have the power of light?
So
Okay,
there, Rudy, what you have is a gem of brightness,
Yes.
and essentially, you can speak a command word, which right now the command word had been spoken when it was given to you, and you spend a charge from the gem, and it sheds bright light in a 30-foot radius and dim light for another 30 feet.
Okay. Yeah.
And actually, that doesn't expend a charge. You
Yeah,
can
that's
just
for
do
free.
that.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I can
Yeah,
do
you
things
can
like cast blindness and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
does it have? Did it have 50 charges when he got it?
So it had 39 charges.
39.
Mhm.
When-
Oh yeah, and it doesn't regain charges.
No,
so
once it's but it's
Use like
still.
But you can sell it.
Yeah, it was worth 50 GP, I believe. So.
but it also makes light even without using a charge. and
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
Kind of,
Yeah.
useful.
Yeah, so
So-
the charges can be used to essentially shoot a beam of light at one creature, and if they fail a Constitution saving throw, they're blinded for a minute. Or if you spend
flashbang,
5,
right? Yeah.
yeah, you can do it in a 30-foot cone.
is it
So
is it light or is it daylight when it does that?
Ooh.
it is light.
Okay.
It just
Good to know.
says, yeah.
Okay, so I can hold that because I fight without a weapon in my hands.
Oh yeah, good idea.
So you don't even have to like hold it, TK. You can or Isabel.
So-
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll bring up the rear with the wizard then.
Okay.
Okay.
Team
so
stealth.
marching
Yeah.
order then is Team Stealth in front, with Wizard and Isabel in the back, and we will have our Ghost and Gorf in the middle. Gorf / Vind in the middle. So,
And as we're getting closed in here and we start walking down, Torsten will begin telling some story about how this reminds him of an ancient story of a group of adventurers going into the darkness. I'll spare you the details because not
No, Torsten,
No,
by all
You need
means.
to work the details, please.
you need 10 minutes for the details.
We all stop. Rox is cross-legged in the dirt. It's just like, please go on. This is fascinating.
As I was saying, I'll spare you the details only because the outset of that tale is not so great. But the important part is that the leader of the town made it back thanks to his friends. So let's just remember that.
Great.
And then
yes,
he
I'm
gives this very heroic
inspired.
speech, and then a
Very-
shark comes out of the floor and drags him down.
So everybody gets 13 hit points from my inspiring
Ooh.
speech.
Are those real hit points or temporary?
Temporary. Temporary.
Okay.
Oh, did we have like a short rest when we were hanging out with Bozig? You could say no, obviously, but
I thought we did.
Did we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, we can say that.
Thank you, you blessed creature.
Just
Get some superiority dice and hit points back.
add a few more monsters.
Our monk
No,
always needs.
I
needs a
don't
short
deserve.
rest.
Oh. Hey
Oh.
guys, I'm gonna be right back. Bye.
Okay.
Do you also need more D6s? I have a bunch. I got a ton of D6s. Oh, they're gone. Okay.
Okay. So
Torsten, please
so-
keep telling your story. And we did. Isabel
So-
needs another like 2 minutes.
So as you are making your way down the steps, everybody go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Awesome. Can I stand still for 6 seconds when I do this?
Do you need to? Sure.
Torsten got a 16.
Okay.
I got a-
Rock got a 23.
I got a 20.
Okay, so Rock and in fact, all of you can hear what sounds like just like a very light sort of scratching happening, like something scratching against stone. As you make your way down these stone steps. And you come into the steps end after a very long, like 10 minutes worth of Torsten talking, coming down the steps. You come into this chamber that looks like maybe it was once like upstairs, like a beautiful garden. But now everything down here, the trees are twisted and black, and there are all sorts of just rotten logs and black plants and big bushes that are like shriveled and dead now, but at the same time it all also looks like overgrown, like this stuff has died somehow but also continued to keep growing down here, and it just covers this entire space. And as you come down, it looks like it's the same size as the chamber upstairs, right? So it's this big round chamber that has this high ceiling in it, and there's just gross plant matter everywhere. And you can see at the very back of the chamber opposite the steps there is a statue, and the statue is reaching toward you. You can see at the very sort of edge of this dim light that the gem is creating, the statue has vines wrapped around it too, but in the glint of that light, you can all see that the statue reaching towards you is wearing a gauntlet made of jade.
Thorsten, can plants be undead?
I suppose anything's possible.
Plants have the demon plague? This place looks disgusting.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we come up against anything like that yet.
At this distance, can I tell if that gauntlet is like radiating magical energy?
You cannot tell if it's radiating magical energy.
Okay.
How, so you said there's like dead plants and dead trees and it looks overgrownish. How clear of a view, like, is there anything else in the room? Any other creatures? We know there's got to be shit down here because we were told Bozig lost a bunch of people. So, like, do we see bodies? Do we see people hiding behind trees?
Yeah. So as you shine your light around, you can actually see what look like impaled on some of these plants and wrapped up. Even the plants like continue on to the ceiling. If you look up into the ceiling, you can see there are a couple of bodies that look sunken and dehydrated, as if all the fluid has been sucked out of them, that are either run through or entangled by all of these different vines. Looks like, there's maybe 4 or 5 humanoids like that are wearing leather armor and look fresher than the skeletons you can also see that are wrapped up in this tangle.
How far away is the statue from us currently?
Looks to be about 60 feet.
What's the range on Dimension Door?
So
500 feet.
Okay.
It is, but I don't have Dimension Door prepared. I have Charm Monster prepared today.
Okay.
Even if you did, I don't think any of us want to go over there alone. This place looks like the plants are going to suck our fluids out, and
I was thinking like an in and out, smash and grab a hand kind of dealio. But
but then we're gonna have to climb the stairs, and there might be plants following us up the stairs, and like we also told Bozig we'd at least try to recover bodies, and if those are bodies, we should try, right?
No.
Yeah, but I said that I would try, and this is, we should at least be careful. Not send anybody over there alone.
The source of the scratching that you mentioned earlier, can I point my light towards where I can hear it coming from and maybe see something else?
So it sounds like that has stopped. Once you came down the steps, you couldn't hear it anymore. So it was coming from this chamber, but you're not sure where specifically in this chamber now that you've made it down here.
Okay.
So Rock does get she's got a thing that lets her use a bonus action to specifically spot hidden creatures. Can I do a perception check kind of in the area where that scratching was coming from and look to see if I can see something over there?
Sure.
Let's see. That would be 31.
So Rock, you can tell that this whole thing, this whole mass of plants, looks like it is connected to each other. And it all appears to be subtly moving, but intentionally, not like wind is moving it or that sort of thing.
Moving like towards us, moving like writhing, moving like waving.
Moving like moving so subtly like it's trying not to move, if that makes sense.
I wish I had one of those flashlights that lights things on fire right now. That's it.
Rock will just very slowly reach out a hand to, because it's Rain and I, and then the rest behind us. So Rock will just kind of reach out and kind of grab Rain's arm and just take a step back and not say anything.
I will step back as well.
And then very softly, she's going to say under her breath, even though I'm not going to do that so people can actually hear me, the plants are moving. All the plants in here are moving. Don't you see that? That's really creepy. There's no Vind down here.
No.
Sorry, Vind.
So I want to, Torsten, this is going to become a little excited, and he wants to kind of verify his thoughts here. So I want to kind of like watch the plants and does Torsten think that these are like, are they like a natural plant, or are they, are they a monster is Torsten's question. And can he use Charm Monster on it?
Waste no time. The dating
That's right.
scene starts now.
You're so adorable. You're like, I got this new power and I want to use it.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Whereas we're like, we've had these powers for like 6 months, but we just learned how to read today. So.
So go ahead. Yeah, make a Arcana or Nature check would be.
That'll definitely be Arcana.
Okay.
And it's a good thing because I only rolled a 5, so that's only 16.
Okay, so what you know with a 16, which is really good, is if this thing is undead and a plant, the odds of, yes, it is a monster, but the odds of you being able to actually charm it are very slim. It's probably immune to such things.
And does that kind of does it give me any other insight as to if it is undead? Like,
yeah, you would think that this would have to be undead.
Okay.
Because these are definitely dead plants, and if Rock is saying they're alive, there's no way that this isn't an undead plant. And you've certainly heard of such things. You've probably read of such things, but they are, plant creatures themselves are kind of rare around these parts because it's a snowy area. So undead plant creatures you've never seen or interacted with one.
Okay.
All right.
So this is easy. We'll just do turn undead, and then we'll run over, grab the thing, and turn undead our way back.
Yeah,
Ha-ha.
that was sort of my that was Torsten's next plan. So so seeing that they are undead, Torsten will pull out his holy symbol of Eldath.
Wait. Before you set off awesome things, who are we all running over there? Is one of us? What happens? Like you turn and then what happens?
Yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna bust. The thing is, so here's the question. This is.
Are we about to ask who's faster? Please tell me you're about to ask who's faster.
No. I'm just like, obviously we need this Jade Gauntlet, but also if this is I want to know if this is like fueling this entire facility. I guess it doesn't matter because we need the gauntlet regardless, right?
Yeah, I mean, if it is, it sucks.
Yeah,
But
that's
well,
it sucks,
and if it
but
isn't,
oh well, yeah.
we have to take it because it's it's essentially we're gonna sacrifice this thing.
Yeah,
in
we
order
need.
to
It's not
save
like
the
we can
world.
put it back when we're done. So
No, it gets consumed.
yeah. So
Yeah.
let's just run over and bust this statue and take its hand and run away. I definitely you're fastest, but do you have the power to smash like I do?
Heck no. No, should we do this together?
Yeah, I think
Go
so.
together. We'll try to pull it off. If we can't just quick pull it off, you smash, I pull, we run.
Yeah.
So if they are turned, they I mean, unfortunately, they probably can't move too far since they are since they're a plant, but they don't get reactions, which means you can run by them and come back, as quickly as you can. So hopefully that will at least help a little bit.
They also have to move away from you.
They have to move away from me, yeah. But if they're
get on my
stuck
back,
down,
I'll run.
They might not be moving.
Yeah, we should all just go together.
Yeah.
Stay around your protective bubble.
And it's 30 feet. So how far is it? You said it's 60 feet to there, right?
It's 60 feet
Okay.
to there.
So yep, we'll just have to hopefully, we'll just see how this works, and then we'll just kind of start moving over there. So Torsten will pull out his holy symbol, kind of wave it at the things, and try to turn them.
Okay.
I'm gonna light a torch too, just in case fire frightens it.
Okay.
All right, so that's wisdom saving throw DC 14.
Oh boy.
By any of them that can see me or hear me within 30 feet.
Okay. So 2 things happen. The first is that Nala the Gifted runs screaming through the wall as you present your holy symbol.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, she's fine.
Whoops. Details.
She'll be back in a minute.
Yeah. Or she won't. Whatever. She's a ghost. She can do as she pleases.
That's true. Yeah.
We'll see you in like a day. Whatever.
I thought she was. In fairness, if we had thought about it, we thought she was wiser than a plant.
Well, she's the gifted.
In fairness, she is wiser than a plant. And as such, you also see this plant in one mass, as if it is one giant being, pulls back and recoils from you, presenting your holy symbol to Eldath. It shrinks back against the wall as you walk forward to this statue of a faded, elf figure. It looks like the statue is super duper old, has been preserved pretty well, but most of its features down here, possibly from vines rubbing on it and that sort of thing, have become faded away. It does look like it's reaching out towards you, almost like it is offering you something that it would be typically holding in its hands that is not in its hands anymore as this mass of plants shrinks back.
Is that the hand that has the gauntlet, or is it the other hand that has the gauntlet?
It is both. So it's reaching out with both hands, and one of them has the gauntlet on it.
Is it reaching out like, so you said as though it's offering something, so like both hands cupped kind of thing? Or,
like it is like it was holding maybe like a basketball or something that has disappeared.
Okay. And the bottom hand has the gauntlet, or the top hand?
Bottom hand.
Okay. Well, let's go.
Rock would like to quickly check for traps.
Okay. Go ahead, Rock. Make an investigation check.
Torsten is just thinking about elven deities playing basketball.
It's a 25.
Okay. So let's see. So, Rock, you don't find any traps.
Okay, looks good. And I'll grab the gauntlet.
Okay. Rock, make me a charisma saving throw.
Oh, this is going to be great.
No, thank you.
Can I, so as I see Rock kind of grabbing this, this kind of flash just comes in my mind of something I've maybe dreamed about. And Torsten kind of tells Rock, I don't know how I can help her in this, but maybe I just throw some magic at her, and I want to give her my divination portent of 15.
Oh, okay.
Oh, baller.
That would be awesome because I have a -2 to my charisma. That wouldn't have been good.
Right.
So I'll take that 15 without even rolling. It'll be better than anything.
So does that give you a 13 then, Rock?
I guess so. So you replace what I roll.
Yeah. It gives you the roll.
So so do I still get to roll? Can I at least try and see?
It says I can replace any attack roll made by you or a creature that you can see with one of these rolls. I have to choose to do so before the roll, and you can place the roll only once per turn. Yeah, so it would give. I guess it would give you 13. So
That's still. I would have to roll I would have to roll a 16 or higher in order for it to be better. So yeah,
Take it.
that would. So 15 would give me a 13.
Okay, cool. So yeah, Rock, you feel this little surge of magic go through your body as you grab the gauntlet. And for a moment, you feel kind of sick to your stomach. But then it feels like everything's okay. You're still like a little nauseous, like recovering kind of. And you feel some tears roll down your face. But other than that, it's fine.
Do I take the gauntlet?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you've got the gauntlet for sure.
Cool.
Nice.
Oh, that was weird. This doesn't feel good. I don't know why it feels bad, but it feels bad.
So when Rock says that to all of you, you see that she is crying. Green jade-colored tears are falling down her bird cheeks as she is saying that to you.
Give it to Gorf. He can hold it.
Does this sort of remind me of anything? Have I heard any tales of this gauntlet or anything kind of doing anything like this to someone?
You could make another Arcana check.
All right. 22.
So you know that sometimes stealing treasure from holy places or from other places can result in you gaining a curse.
Also, it can sometimes make you sad.
I am both cursed and sad. Rock will hand. Do you say that out loud? Do you say that you might?
Yeah,
might
when
be
I
cursed?
see it has affect you physically, I'm like, oh, give it to the thing that isn't a. All right, give it to Gorf.
I don't know if I want to make Vind sick. I mean, if
it
I'm
might
already
not affect him.
Yeah, but if I'm already sick, then
That's true.
I don't. Yeah.
I will. Kind of thinking about that, I want to grab Rock and I will kind of turn her towards the statue, and maybe like kneel and say any sort of what is this? This is like a god of nature.
He's
what
an
is this?
elvish god.
An elvish, right?
Yeah.
Of nature and life, kind of like
so that's pretty similar to Eldath. Yeah, so I want to
Yeah.
kind of say some prayers that I think would sort of appeal to this deity. Telling them why we need to take this object.
Nice.
All right, I like it. Make a religion check.
All right.
And Rock will like turn, kneel, hold, wait, the whole 9 yards, whatever Torsten wants
You
to do.
speak Elvish, right, Torsten?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can make it with advantage with Rock there helping you.
Perfect. All right, nice. I rolled an 18, so that is going to be a total of 25.
Nice.
Okay. So Rock, you suddenly feel your face stops crying and a wave of relief washes over you after a couple of seconds of praying at this altar. And you see the hands on the statue then shift back and just fall to sort of a collapsed, casual, relaxed position next to the statue.
Do they give us the thumbs up? Because that'd be great. I'd be okay
They
with
do
that.
the buddy
No,
cry.
but
Yeah.
but the statue does wink, does give you as you.
Oh, that's much
But
better. Thank
Who
you,
does it
Torsten.
wink at?
I wink.
It winks at Torsten. I mean, come on.
That's fine.
Thank you, strange elf statue lady and Torsten. Sorry. We're gonna go save the world with this now. Should I still hold on to this? What should I do with it?
Yeah, why don't you hold on to it?
just hold on to it.
I'll
Can you
stick it
put
in
it
the bag.
on?
So this is like a gauntlet, like an armored gauntlet thing?
Is it
Yeah.
like? Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so you could, if you wanted to, put it on. Rock. Your hands are a little weird for it being there.
Yeah, also
Well, let's
try
maybe
later.
Let's check it out later.
I'm also
Before it's putting it
technically I'm also proficient in light armor, and I think a gauntlet would probably be considered, unless it's like a weird magic item. So yeah, she would hold up this like Thanos gauntlet, and then her weird clawed forefinger hand, and be like, No, I'll just stash it for now. I don't want to like anger it anymore, and she'll just put it away. Should we get out of here before plants get upset again?
Yes.
Yes.
Should we
So-
should we pick the body fruit?
Sure. That's a good idea. Yeah. If they've pulled back in their bodies, can we drag them?
It totally took me a second to realize what you're talking about.
So yeah, some
was
of the
good.
bodies, all of the bodies have kind of been abandoned that were being held by this plant, and you're able to grab up some of the bodies as you make
Yeah.
your way.
Are they like really light because they're all like?
They are. Yeah.
Emaciated, desiccated.
I mean, skeletons still weigh quite a bit, but
Mhm.
you know,
yeah. Do
they're
they?
certainly lighter than they typically would be.
Yeah, like humanoid empty Capri Suns.
Does
Yeah.
it look like? Ew. Does it look like?
Sorry.
So you said that there were some like desiccated husks and then some skeletons. As we're picking undead fruit, does it look like the desiccated ones, or maybe the ones that came down with Bozig, and the skeletons are like years ago kind of thing?
So it looks like, yes, the ones that came down with Bozig are the ones that still have like skin and that sort of thing. The other ones look like those are some old skeletons, that are roughly human-sized skeletons down here.
Anything
probably-
good?
Oh, that's a
should
good
probably
question. Any items of value on them as we quickly
So how
pass
long
by?
does turn undead last?
Whoa.
Not much longer.
All right.
Never mind.
It's up to you all.
It lasts a
No.
minute.
Less a
it's not-
minute?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
Let's drag some bodies back to the
Yeah.
stairs. And
Yeah,
go
let's
Yeah,
go
one
about
minute.
our business.
Dude, yeah, just the bodies. Let them hit
We
the
can
floor.
loot
Let's
them
leave the
before
skeleton.
we go back up. And say that... No, okay, that's fine.
Let's say that the plant took
The plant took all their gold. I don't
Took
know
all
what
their
happened.
gold.
Hang on just one second. I heard a crash in my house. I want to make sure.
Oh,
Oh, she's
okay.
okay. All right, we're good. Okay.
We're glad she's okay.
So yes. Okay, so the plan is to grab sort of the fresher looking bodies and boogie out of there then?
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's safe to assume the skeletons were not part of Bozig's crew, and so let's just grab and run.
Unless one of the skeletons has like some gold fillings or something. Kidding.
Do
was
I
kidding.
see? So Isabel says that with my amazing passive perception as I'm grabbing bodies, do I see any skeletons with gold fillings? I'm not even going to actively look. I just want to
Sounds
know.
like a
if
roll
I know.
should determine
Glance.
it, James. I hope you're rolling.
Doing, yes.
Doesn't she have like a 40?
I have a passive perception of 27, and so my
Oh my
focus is on the actual bodies. But when you say that, I
Yeah.
just kind of
So no, it does not look like there's any gold filling,
Fine.
although
Oh,
you do spy what you believe is a mithril tooth.
Whoa.
mm. No, you know what? You're trying to trick us into running down this turn undead. We're going back upstairs.
That's fine.
So as everybody gets kind of to the across the room and back away, which I assume we do, yes.
Yeah.
oh yeah, grab body,
Um,
run.
I kind of then stop and I kind of look at everyone and I say, my friends, I don't think I can let such a thing survive in such a holy place.
If the gauntlet is keeping all the stuff alive upstairs, maybe it's also keeping the stuff alive down here, and everything will just die.
The undead is not something that it is a horror to this place. I don't think it should stay.
All right. It's made of plants, right? It's all plant.
Yes.
I throw my torch at it.
Okay. All right, everybody roll initiative.
Yes.
I
came, we
Go
got the
ahead,
thing we
Robert,
needed.
you
and just
have
before we leave.
inspiration for that?
Oh, thanks.
I don't
I'll go ahead and use
deserve
this on initiative since I rolled a 1. Not 1, but I rolled a 4. All right.
I got a
So
16.
Out of 10.
I got a 7.
I also got a 10. It's fine. Everything's fine. Ah! Oh, I can use my attacks. Yay.
Yay!
All 3 billion attacks you get.
Finally, a happy ending.
So, Rain, go ahead and make an improvised attack roll with your torch. Then.
Sure.
So just your
dex mod, right? Because I'm throwing it.
This would be strength because it's a thrown weapon.
Oh,
so
you're right.
yeah, it's not finesse.
I'm gonna use my auto success that Zoltar gave me a few weeks ago. Thanks, Zoltar. And because I want to light this thing on fire.
Okay. Roll me 1d4 plus your strength modifier for damage.
4 damage.
Okay. Yeah, so you hit this thing, and there's sort of like a soggy, wet thud, and there's some acrid black smoke that goes up. But other than that, it doesn't look like fire is particularly effective against this thing. It looks like it's kind of a wet rot that it has going on. So, and the whole mass of it begins to move forward towards you, and I rolled a natural 20 on my initiative. Good news. That means we'll be giving away a free PDF at the end of this. You need to enter the drawing now, though. If you wanted to do that, Rudy, what should people enter?
Exclamation point. Valentine's. For Valentine's Day.
A few days late.
Which, no. Well, yes, but...
No, it's anytime. Keep the spirit of Valentine's Day in your heart and secretly marry people like Saint Valentine.
Can we get monster stats for the spirit of Valentine's Day, please?
It's just being attacked with day-old chocolate. That's really all it is. It's just your day-old chocolate, day-old chocolate.
So yes, enter that in the Don't Split the Podcast Network Twitch chat for a chance to win a free PDF. It will be very exciting, I promise. And also, Rudy, you're getting attacked.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, and by the way.
So this thing, trundles forward and is You know, like the word trundles?
I do. It gives me like baby connotations, but okay.
Please describe how a plant trundles.
It waddles towards you.
It ambles. It moseys towards you.
Right, yes, it moseys towards you. So
the bush moseys.
I give a bit of a laugh. Not gonna lie. But okay, sure, hit me.
Okay. As a thorny vine whips out at you. Let's see. Does a 23 hit your armor class?
It does.
Okay. So, Rudy, you know what that means. You're taking some damage.
I'm going to use Sanctuary and have it attack Isabel instead. No.
Oh, are you?
I'm going to try this out. Sure.
Okay.
So it needs to make a wisdom saving throw at DC 15.
Okay, I failed, so it attacks Isabel instead, right?
Cool.
Yes.
Real cool.
Does
Isabel with
hit your AC,
the 24
Isabel?
AC?
No.
She's
Isabel has a 20 AC.
Oh,
20
sorry.
AC.
No, it's fine. Isabel also has 92 hit points.
Yeah,
so
I keep
fair.
rolling 4s when I level.
Good.
So going forward, I have like a stupid question about this because I need to know. If it fails its wisdom saving throw and you tell it to attack something that it can't reach, what happens?
It says the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack.
Oh.
The creature chooses.
So I get to choose who it attacks.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
But
I choose Isabel. That's fine.
Okay.
If there was, say you were the only one that it could attack because you're the only one next to it.
Yeah.
Then it would lose the attack.
Yeah.
Okay. That's how we want to be thinking about it.
Okay.
Or like if I had this thing turned and you told it to attack me, then it couldn't do that, right?
Oh,
Right.
so it would
That's true.
explode, right?
This is a wild interpretation of the rules.
Yeah, because I think we just said that James is the one who chooses. So I think it's safe to say that James
Details.
literally never chooses.
Well,
It chooses itself.
Unless it was really cool.
Yeah, there you go. But that's like technically how we should be thinking about this.
Yeah,
is
that's a better way to interpret.
if it
a
can't
smarter
attack
way.
you.
Yeah.
Well, because I'm like, there's got to be a reason why this would work and not suck for the rest of the party.
Yeah.
This is why. Sorry,
So,
Isabel.
No, it's fine. It's cool.
So Isabel, this vine wraps around you and starts to leech your life as its thorns find cracks in your armor and dig into your skin. You take 19 piercing damage and another 13 necrotic damage, and you're grappled.
I like to think that Isabel looks over her shoulder at Rain and it's just like, this is fine.
Just testing my new ability. I won't be using it anymore, I promise.
No.
I'd be like, oh no, that's what that does? I didn't mean to do that. I thought it would explode.
I just want to be passive aggressive for like 3 minutes. Did you say 19? Cool.
I did with another 13 necrotic damage.
Cool.
Yeah. So a total of 32.
That would be almost half my health.
Ow. Yeah.
So
Thank
good
you
news
for the
though, then
inspiring speech.
it whips out its tentacle towards you, Rock.
No.
Does a 16 hit your AC? I believe not.
It does not.
Okay, so yeah, you managed to slide out of the way as another tendril of vine comes towards you. And it is now Vin's turn. So Vin, ready to flex the new muscles.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. He gained levels.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He has gained levels, yes.
Who is this?
Win.
This is Gorf,
Gorf.
aka
Also
Win.
Oh, Gorf. I need to change his name in the notes. I'm just like, who the hell?
We keep calling him Gorf. That's half the problem.
Gorf rolls a natural 1
Oh,
on its attack as it sort of cartwheels forward and tries to give a tassel punch to this thing and totally misses. You notice that it's almost like a clumsier version of Rain's fighting stance. Is what
Nice.
and Rock, it is your turn.
Rock points at Wind and looks at Rain and says, Rain, your son is learning so much.
As Torsten sees Rock kind of start to move, I kind of look over to Rock and I say, just wait, just a moment. Let me go.
All right. She's trusted Torsten this far, so she's got her bow out. She's aiming at this thing. I will move away from it, so I'll bonus action disengage, and then I will hold my action instead of attacking. I will wait for Torsten.
Okay, so you're gonna ready an attack for after Torsten's turn.
Yes, he has asked me to wait, and thus I will wait.
Okay, cool. And so Torsten, you are next.
Awesome. So I will hold up my holy symbol and call down the radiant light of my god to I say smite, but not literally smite this creature. And I will do a even though I said I got 4th level spells, that's 4th level wizard spells, but it also upped all of my general spells. So now I get a 6th level spell, and I'm going to use that 6th level spell as a guiding bolt on this thing.
Oh, okay.
Very nice.
So here we go. So that's a 10 plus that's this 16 AC.
16 does not hit.
No!
Yeah, in fact, you hit this thing, but it's mass of necrotic energy. You're just not able to crack that hard necrotic skin.
Sorry, Rock. I was hoping to give you advantage.
No, that's okay. I was hoping that you would get to kill it because it looked like fun. Are you done?
Yeah, that's it for me. Yep.
All right.
And I will
So-
move away from it if I can.
Now,
Do you get
Yeah.
advantage because I'm engaged with it?
No, but I'll get my sneak attack because
Yes.
you
Oh,
and
okay.
Rain are engaged. I don't have to do the thing.
Oh, okay.
exactly.
Anything else, Torsten, before
No,
I...
that's it for Torsten. He'll
Okay.
move away. That's it.
All right. Then I'm going to shoot it with my bow. Here we go.
Okay.
Oh, that was almost a natural 20. That was almost. But instead, it is 27.
Oh, well, that's still a hit.
Okay. I will do all the sneak attack. 1, 2, 3, 6 plus that. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. It's 21 piercing damage. I rolled pretty poorly
Okay.
on my damage. Lots of ones. Yeah. And I just still get the 1 attack. I just get it with my awesome bow.
So yeah, you shoot a nice hole through this thing, and you see this black ichor starts pouring out of this mass of plants, and it is Isabel's turn.
8. I'm excited.
So you are
Ah,
currently restrained while you're
Yeah.
grappled, Isabel,
Okay.
which means you'll have disadvantage on attacks.
I should. Okay, so I'm restrained. Okay, but I can still attack. Is that correct?
You
Or
can
can
still attack if
I?
you want to.
Okay, yeah. I'll attack. I'm not gonna work to break the grapple just yet.
Okay.
1, 2. Nope. First attack. I got 2 18s.
All right. That's
Ooh.
definitely going to hit.
Cool. Neat.
Get ready. Trace Leche's attack over here.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I am happy to sit and listen.
Where's my 8? Where's my D8? Who took all my D8s?
Sorry about
Who
Here.
did?
You want back? Here you go.
They're in
I
Colorado with
knew
water.
it. Okay, so that first attack is a 10 damage.
Nice.
Second attack with disadvantage is garbage. Don't even ask me about it. Third attack was also garbage. It's cool. It's fine. It's cool. Cool.
So yeah, so you're hacking away at this thing, and whoa, it's like way more powerful and thick in its hide than you thought it would be. But you do manage to get a good solid swing across on it, and it is now Rain's turn.
I also forgot that at level 11, my fists become D8s instead of D6s for damage.
They just morph
They're
into
just-
D8s.
They're just warhammers now.
So I'm going to run up next to Wind, and it's like that scene in the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles where Splinter's master is punching and then Splinter's copying him. What a reference.
You're talking about the new Teenage
There you
Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
No, I'm not.
As long as we're not talking about Secret of the Ooze.
I'm not? I don't remember the subtitles of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
How are you gonna
films.
pretend like Secret of the Ooze was the embarrassment out of the original trilogy? When we all
Yeah.
know it was the third one.
No, you're right about that. You're right about that.
Okay,
Plus,
yeah.
that ninja rap is.
Ninja Rap is
is
timeless.
We old, y'all. We old.
Okay, so my first attack is a 21.
That hits.
Okay, and I'm going to knock him prone with my Way of the Open Palm ability. He has
So
to
he gets to make a save.
Yes, exactly.
Or it, I should say. The plants.
A dex saving throw, I believe.
You believe?
I do believe.
What's the DC?
15.
I pass.
Okay. You do not get knocked prone, but I will use flurry. First off, let me roll damage for a total.
That's sad. I really
of
wanted to see what happened after moseying on up if a plane got knocked prone.
7 damage, and then I will use a key point to use flurry of blows to attack twice more.
Okay.
13 and 11.
Those both
right.
miss.
Then I will use my second attack. 24
24 hits.
for 8 damage, and then I will use a key attack to stunning strike it.
Okay. So let's see. Stunning
So that's
strike.
a
It's gotta
con
make a
saving
con
throw.
save.
Yeah.
Okay. Con. I got a 30. Because I rolled a natural 20.
Oh,
Hey,
jeez.
everybody enter exclamation point Valentine's in the DSPN chat for a chance to win a PDF at the end of this episode. Hooray!
Right. No more
but I also
con saving throws against this thing.
Who knew an undead plant would be so hardy?
Yeah.
I did. I designed it. So let's see. Now we are back to the top, which means it's the plant's turn. What is the plant gonna do? So the plant is gonna go ahead and try to grab you again, Rain.
Sure.
Let's see. Okay. Rain, does a 17 hit your AC?
It does not.
Okay. A second vine comes for you. How about a 20? How about a 20?
Yes.
Dirty 20.
It does.
Okay. You gonna make this hit somebody else?
No.
Okay.
I mean, Isabel's already grabbed, so
Yeah, I mean, really, it can't get much worse than being openly betrayed by one of my closest friends.
betrayed's a very strong word.
So Rain, you take 10 piercing damage and 9 necrotic damage as this thing wraps around you, and you too are grappled. And you can both feel this life force being sucked out of you by the plant. It wants to drink your blood. And it is now Rain's turn, or Wind's turn.
Did you roll mine and then take the average for his? What happened?
No, I just rolled high for you and low for him.
No, it's cool. I understand.
It happens.
Wind makes another punch and just can't get it together as they swing, punching desperately at the vines specifically that are holding you, Rain. You can see these tassels slapping the vine over and over again. And it is your turn, Rock.
All right, I'm gonna shoot it again. I'm gonna try to aim for the vine that's wrapped around Isabel. Like try to sever it. Why not?
Okay.
I'll call this shot. Let's see if I can, because I can see these vines like sucking the life out of my friends, and I don't like this at all. So what I will do then, I see this happening, and I've already shot at this thing once, but I'm gonna whisper to my oath bow. I'm gonna say, "Swift defeat to my enemies" in Elvish, so with a really bad accent, but it gets it off. And so now this thing is my enemy. This means range attack with a weapon gets advantage on the roll. In addition, I get to do extra damage. Okay, so that's a 21 versus AC.
That hits.
Awesome. So that's a lot of d6. Give me a second.
Okay.
I get 3 more because it is now my sworn enemy. I hate this plant. It will be eating salad for days.
Undead salad.
All right.
No? You know what? Try that?
16.
I was gonna make an Applebee's joke about like the brown lettuce, but then I decided not to.
That is 39 magical piercing damage.
39 magical piercing damage.
Yes. And and hopefully put a chunk in the thing that's holding Isabel.
Yes, there's a big right there, a big hole that is again leaking gross ichor everywhere, all over you. Isabel just starts to spray, and it's gross as this ichor just runs all over your face.
I am helping.
Thank you for helping. So I travel with you guys.
Torsten, it's your turn.
Looking at Isabel and Rain, how bad are they looking?
Temp HP, I'm A-okay.
I'm fine.
All right, so I'm gonna wait till next round to slap some healing over there. Right now, I want to pray to my God to bless all of my friends. So everybody gets a D4 to your attacks and saves. I'm gonna do it at 2nd level, so that I'll also get wind.
He can use the help.
Plus a D4.
Okay,
And that's it for me.
nice. That is it for you, which means it's Isabel's turn.
Okay, I want to you said there was a hole in the tendril that's holding me.
Yes. Yeah.
I wanna lever my longsword into that hole and just like try and saw that tendril off.
Gotcha. Okay, so you're trying to essentially escape here, right?
Yeah, that
That's the
sounds
idea.
great. This is not an ideal situation for me. so-
Okay, cool. So if you want to do this, I'll let you do it, but it's going to be your action to try to escape here, using your longsword to kind of saw your way out.
I wish
so- What?
Actually, you know what? I'm going to consider that more of an attack than an escape action.
Okay, so you want to just keep
Yeah.
hacking at this thing?
Yeah, I'll just hack at it. Yeah,
Go
because
for
I'm
it.
like, bless. Might cancel out the
That's true.
disadvantage.
Okay,
Who
okay,
knows?
okay, okay.
Maybe
Yeah.
I'm lucky today.
Apparently not.
No, I am. It's just at the cost of a nat 20 that I can't use now. It's fine.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, so 5 plus 9 plus 4 is 14 plus 4, so 18.
18 to hit. Yes, we'll hit.
Yeah. Yeah, I did it.
Yay.
All the pluses.
Cool. That's fine. 10 damage for that one.
Okay.
So let's try one more again. Why? Okay, 7 plus 9 plus 4.
7 plus 9 plus 4. Yes, that'll hit.
16 plus, yeah, so that's a dirty 20. Okay. Whoop. 11 for that second attack.
Okay.
Whoop. 7 plus 9 plus 4 again, so.
Another dirty 20.
Yeah, I did it.
There you go.
15 for that third attack.
Okay, nice. That's great. Yeah, you're hacking away at this thing. And you almost hear now, like the plant sounds like it lets out a screech, like a as you're hacking away at it. It's
Actually,
unclear
you know what?
where it's coming from in the mass.
I'm an action surge.
Okay.
There you go.
I'm gonna get 3 more attacks.
Do it.
Okay, let's do it. So
40
yeah, this thing
billion
is
attacks.
screaming as Isabel, you know, just this grim determination hacking away. You're getting covered in more of this black ichor, and it is pretty badass looking, actually.
19 for an attack number 4.
That'll hit.
Team VW's Fox said, stop that salad.
9. So 9 damage for that one.
Okay.
16 plus 4, so dirty 20.
Okay.
Man, that bless is doing it.
Nice.
Plus 15 for that 5th attack.
Okay.
13 plus 9 is 22 plus 4 is 26. So
Yep, that'll hit.
14 for that 6th attack.
Good Lord. Okay. Yeah, you take you're hacking away. Huge chunks of this thing are just flying. It is regretting holding on to you as much as an undead plant can regret. And Rain,
That's it
it is
for me,
your
yeah.
turn.
Oh. All right. I'm going to start elbowing it. 12-6 elbows. Illegal in the UFC. But hey, in the streets, anything goes.
That's true.
Especially
In
when
the
it comes to
catacombs. This is
Okay.
true underground fighting.
So I'm restrained as well, right?
You are restrained as well.
Oh, and I also lost in that 20 because of that. Boo. But I did roll a 20 for my first attack. And that is 10 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then I will flurry of blows with my
Slap chop that lettuce.
key attack. And bless keeps going, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For all
Yeah.
attacks.
You
Okay.
always get to add that extra.
Oh, I sure hope so because I did add it.
15 and 14. Do either of those hit?
No, both
Okay.
miss.
But I will attack once again because I get 2 attacks. 23.
That hits.
And for another 6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And I will try and knock it prone again.
Okay.
That will hopefully balance out. No, it'll probably stand up, but I'll try anyway.
Okay, cool.
It'll be amusing.
So let's see here. The monk is going to. That is another natural 20.
The hell?
You're welcome.
Alright.
Yeah. Yay!
Oh man, wow. There it is.
Yes.
Okay, I believed you. Thank you.
I just, for the audience,
Like I
No.
partially believed you, but then I was like, he just wants to keep those auto fails. It's okay.
So yes, so that is going to be a natural 20. So this does not fall prone as you sweep the leg while you are captured by it. And that also means that enter exclamation point Valentine's to win a third PDF. What is happening? So crazy. So crazy.
Many PDFs.
So many PDFs. And it also means it is the Necrotic Tangle's turn, and I need Rain and Isabel to make Constitution saving throws.
Don't forget your bless.
As you feel your blood being sucked from your body by this thing.
That's your mouth sounds for today, Rudy. I hope you
Please don't do that.
You're welcome in
Plus
advance.
17.
Okay, so a dirty 20 with the bless.
Nice.
Yeah, Rudy, did you add bless?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. So 17 is not enough.
Mm.
Rudy, you take 30 necrotic damage,
Oh.
and your hit point maximum is also reduced by 30. It's gonna that reduction lasts until you finish a long rest, so
Gotcha.
it's not permanent.
Cool.
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 And yeah, you all see Rain starts to go a little pale.
Can I use
as-
Sanctuary on that?
No, because it's not an
An
attack.
attack?
So yeah. It's
It's
a.
like- Roll
yeah.
again, Isabel.
And you can see, like, essentially the life energy of Rain goes into this thing, and some of the wounds in the plant start to close up as it absorbs Rain's life.
Vampire plants.
And it is Gorf's turn.
Come on, Gorf. Hit this arugula of death.
Let's see.
Don't forget the
Gorf.
bless, Gorf.
Don't forget you are blessed.
Oh, right. The bless. The bless is just enough
Hooray!
to let Gorf come in and give this thing a big sucker punch. So yeah, Gorf smacks this thing, and you see chunks of plant go everywhere as Gorf hits. And now Gorf is going to
Action surge?
No, Gorf does not
Spend
have
key
action
point?
surge.
Flurry of blows.
No, that's actually all Gorf can do, unfortunately. So.
Step of the wind.
Gorf has improved critical. So for 19.
Oh.
Cool. So it is now Rock's turn.
I gotta keep shooting it because remember how I said at the beginning of this game that Rock's good at a few things and that's it? Like there's nothing else she can do except continue to try to kill this thing faster.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 19. It's a 28. Sorry,
Okay.
math.
28 will hit.
Okay. All the D6s. Woo. That's 33 points of magical arrow. I really hate this thing damage. And I'm still aiming for the vine holding Isabel, hoping to eventually chop through it.
Did you say 33?
33.
Holy moly. Okay, yeah. You hit through. You can see more vines are latching onto Isabel as like you'll shoot some away and then more shoot out of this thing to try to hold Isabel in place, as it were.
And then just like this is probably a stupid RP question, but like, so we heard this thing scream. Rock will take like, not even like a bonus action, but just like, does this thing have a mouth?
No. It's
Okay.
weird.
All right.
I was hoping we were putting more mouths on inanimate objects.
She heard a scream, so she'll, use that passive and just be like, but that's it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because it's creepy. Yeah, I'm rolling 10d6 once I have this thing as my enemy, so I can do, if I roll well, I can do some decent damage.
Torsten, it is your turn.
So I know Rock or Rain just took a bunch of damage. Who looks worse between the two?
So
Rain
you
or
can't heal me up, really.
No,
because you took
yeah,
max
'cause you're-
damage,
yeah,
so
right.
there's no point in healing me.
No, all right. Then I will look at Isabel saying a few words of prayer. Let's see. I need some more d4s. I'm going to do a healing word at distance. So I got where are we at? Sorry, 13, only 13, not much. Sorry, 13 hit points, Isabel.
I appreciate you and all that you do.
We'll
I
never,
really do. No, I do.
yeah, we will never poo-poo any healing.
Yeah, because that puts me 6 points from full. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm a tough girl, strong.
That's it for me.
Isabel, it's your turn. Speaking of
Isabel gonna slap chop,
Go for it.
but hopefully Isabel doesn't screw this up. Isabel going slap chop once. Okay, so 6 plus 9 is 15 plus. Is Bless still on?
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, so 19.
19 will hit.
Excellent. I love that. All right, and so the please don't be like this. So it's 10 damage, and then I would like to spend superiority die
Okay.
and do commander strike
Okay.
to use to forego one of my attacks. And
Who are
I
you
would like to tell Torsten to light this thing up.
Yes.
I don't.
If Torsten thinks he can do it, and if he doesn't, then I will tell
Yeah.
Rock
I don't
to
think
light
I've
this
ever
thing
had-
up.
Ooh, just getting a lot of mic feedback. from
Yeah.
this.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. If Torsten can't, then Rock. I'm gonna tell
Yeah.
Rock
I don't
to
think I don't
light
really
this
have
thing
any.
up.
Okay. Rock. Roll it up.
I am more than happy to shoot this thing again.
I love it when you shoot things.
Oh, yeah, I rolled an 18 plus 1 for the bless plus 9. So, yes. So,
Okay.
yes, I hit. This pile of these.
Oh, I need to roll my superiority die. Where's my D?
Actually, you all can stop rolling because
Hooray.
this thing literally has 1 hit point left. So
Don't
Rock.
take this from me.
Yeah.
Look at all of my D6s.
I mean, you can go ahead if you want to.
Oh, yes, I do.
Add 9 to those D6s. This is very important to me.
That'd be 55 damage
Cool.
with her
Yeah.
9.
Nice.
So Rock, you hit this thing just as like a big, you see like it's sucking the blood out of Rain, and you actually hit one of these big bubbles of blood as it's going through, and black ichor sprays everywhere as this thing falls to the ground, loosening its grip on Isabel and Rain, and it just slumps over, and there's all this gross black plant matter on the floor, and it lets loose another screech, and it just heaves over and is dead there.
As it lets loose another screech, I knock another arrow. I'm like, where is that mouth? That is so disgusting.
Really nasty. Also, just real quick, Guillermo, I know you're in the chat. Make a lettuce recall joke for me, please. Thank you.
Oh.
Okay, I fall to the ground, slightly desiccated. I turn to
Oh.
Torsten. Thanks. Thanks for that. This was fun.
California raisin.
Yeah, this was good.
Nice.
This was worth it.
Uh,
Get that mithril tooth now.
Yes, it's true. We can go back and we can, I guess, search a little bit tomorrow. This thing.
yeah.
Look, it's prone. That's so funny. I didn't know plants could be prone.
I'd like to fireman carry Rain while they search for mithril teeth.
I will begin a prayer of healing. Oh, I guess you said.
Don't even bother. I just need to sleep.
Can't even help you out at the moment.
Sleep,
Yeah.
the ultimate
Alright.
healer.
Can Rock do a quick survey of the room, grab the mithril teeth, and look for anything else that might be of interest now that she's not worried
Sure.
about undead plants?
Yeah.
You want an investigation check on that thing?
Yeah, I do want an investigation check.
Sure.
I mean, are we safe? Can we take 20? How is there anything else that looks spooky, scary down here?
I mean,
Yeah,
if you guys
I'll
want to spend a long time down here, sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna at
yeah.
least spend 6 seconds standing in one place and then do an investigation check and 27.
Okay. So you see in the middle of the necrotic tangle of vines, there looks like the vines are sort of placed over or have fallen over I would say about a basketball sized object.
Oh.
Okay.
You can make out it looks like it's some sort of stone object, but it's hard to see without moving the tangle what exactly it is.
I will pull out my my letter opener and move all the undead tangles of stuff off of this thing.
Okay. Yeah, so you're hacking away, and eventually you find what looks like it's like a circular stone that looks like it was carved that way. It's got all these vines carved on the outside, and there is a line around the top of it, almost like it has a lid that you could lift up. You can also see in the very top of this sphere, there is a keyhole.
Okay.
Mhm.
I would like to check for traps.
Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check. What is everybody else doing at this point?
Laying on the ground.
Torsten will definitely, since things seem a little safer, kind of investigate the room as well. Just see if I find anything else of interest, any exits, anything.
Sure. So go ahead. You can make an investigation check, Torsten.
All right.
What is Isabel doing?
Isabel's piling the bodies of those bandits at the bottom of the stairs for like
Gotcha.
trying to make like a if there's any like vines that are sturdy enough, maybe like make like a sled to pull them all up. I can't carry them all, so
Sure. And as you're doing that, Nala the Gifted comes through the wall
Yeah.
and
Oh,
says,
hey,
So,
sorry
yeah.
about
Sorry about that. Yeah.
"It's okay. Looks like I missed something. Everything's okay? Okay, good."
I got a 24 on my investigation.
Okay. Okay, nice. So first, Rock, what did you get on yours for traps?
I got a 28.
Okay. Looks like there are no traps on this thing.
Okay. And then while I see Torsten also searching around, before I try to open this thing up, I'm going to... Torsten, I think I found the thing we were supposed to use in the nice lady statue. Could you come take a look? I don't know if you want to finish his checking about before he comes out.
Yeah, definitely.
Rock
So
suddenly
Torsten,
feels
as you hear that, you actually find a loose tile in the floor, a loose stone tile.
I will before I do anything, I'll say I'll trade. You come look at this tile, I'll go look at that.
Okay, I feel bad because like I just pulled the thing off the statue and then we had to go pray to it, and this looks like it was supposed to go in the hands of the statue, and now it looks like I can open it up, but I don't want to like make the nice elven lady mad again.
Yeah. Well, you want to take a look at this? I found this weird tile here.
Okay, well, let's look at your thing first. This isn't going anywhere, and I'll come on over and I will check for traps.
Okay, great. You can go ahead and make another investigation check.
Hey, I will be using reliable talent for the first time, so that'll be a 19.
Yay.
Okay. Doesn't look like there's any traps.
Okay, can she try to pry up? You said it was just
Yeah.
like a loose, yeah. She'll
like a
use her
loose
dagger
tile.
and just...
You pry it up, and it looks like there's this small indentation in the floor that there is a scroll case inside of.
Ooh. Here you go. Look what you found. I'll
All
hand
right,
it on over.
I will take it and kind of open up the scroll case. Or is there anything interesting on the outside of it or anything?
So there's, again, it looks like it's carved with symbols of Eldath, or not Eldath, sorry, Elebrin on the outside. And when you open it up, you see it is a spell scroll of Revivify.
Oh, I
Mhm.
say, I think Elibrin is helping us. She has given us a scroll of revivify. If any of us should fall, or any of you, I guess, should fall in battle, I can bring you back up.
Give her back her basketball.
Yeah, do you want to come see the basketball? I can unlock it. I can open it up, but I don't know if I should.
Sure. Let's take a look at it. Maybe it is the elven god's way of helping us.
You said her hands are at her side now, the statue's hands? Like, we can't place it back in the statue's hands, right?
If it was in the statue's hands at one point, right, the statue has moved its hands back to its side.
Okay.
Yeah, but Rock is like wary of this thing now and doesn't want to piss the statue off anymore. So she'll pick up the basketball and like hold it out to Torsten and say, "So it's not trapped, but look, like
So
I can
Rock,
unlock."
when you pick it up, everyone can hear coins jingling inside of it. Like, you know, like when you pick up a piggy bank, it sounds like that.
Oh.
So like it's not trapped, but I can open it up and it sounds like there's coins inside. But if they're like, just if it's supposed to be for this, you know, statue, nice elven lady, I don't know if we're supposed to steal.
Probably mithril teeth.
Well, but the mithril teeth came from, you know, skeleton over there. There wasn't like, this is offering, right?
It seems to be. Yeah. I mean, does it look like it was? If it was held in, like, is there a place for like to put coins in? Is that kind of what? I mean, is it like?
Is there a rubber stopper in the bottom? So
Right. Yeah. How do they get the offerings out?
Look
Is
like
it
there's a
actually
place
shaped like a pig?
Yeah.
It does not look like there's a way to slot coins in while it is closed.
Oh, while it's closed.
Yeah, it has a keyhole up on the top,
Oh.
and it does have what looks like a rim that would suggest it has a lid on it.
Take a look.
All right. But Torsten's okay. I will use my thieves' tools and pop this puppy open.
Isabel's gonna hang out on the stairs.
So you pop it open, and a whole bunch of necrotic vines come out. No, no, you.
Here we go.
Good job, James.
Cool.
Funny.
So you're able to, with your thieves' tools, since you're not really pressed for time or anything, just sort of pop it open, Rock. And when you do, you can see inside there's a whole stinking pile of coins and a bunch of pearls, it looks like. And there's also a circlet in there. It looks like this golden circlet that has a picture of the sun on top of it.
She'll like hold the whole bowl out to the opened basketball out to Torsten and go, "There's a lot of stuff in here."
I say that there is. I'll kind of start looking through it, and and Torsten, Torsten will say, these things, even though we are in a holy place, no one is using them. These are things made for people, and the elven god would want the people of this valley to benefit from these things and to help perhaps bring back some of the glory to this temple. So in any way that we can do that, I think we're okay taking these.
Well, I agree, but then we took the gauntlet and I got like really sick. So I just wanted to make sure. Your elven gods seem to be really like not consistent. I mean, not that the wind gods are any less consistent. It's not, it's gods. They're weird.
Gods are fickle, yes.
So yeah, I'll just hold the whole thing out to Torsten because
I'll grab whatever's in there and kind of start checking it out.
Cool.
Start crawling up the stairs to get away.
And the rug starts helping you. Like the rug,
oh.
Rudy, if Rain wants to, can get on it and will like drag you up the steps.
Nice.
So that actually, I bonk my head over and over as it drags me.
No,
up,
no,
but
it would
I
lift your head as it goes.
Oh.
It would
Mush.
do the worm with you on top of it.
Thank you.
That's adorable and kind of creepy. So I'll let Torsten like just take everything out of there and I'll close the basketball back up and walk back over to the statue. And Rock will just kind of stand in front of the statue for a moment, holding this now empty basketball, looking for a place to put it since the hands are down. And then she'll look at the statue and go, "Thanks for your help." And she'll just place it in front of the statue and then leave.
Okay. Cool. So yeah.
What'd we get?
So good question. What did you get? Is somebody ready to write this down?
Yes, I will write it down.
Okay, so there are 13 pearls.
Huh?
114 platinum pieces.
Holy moly.
And 2,037 gold pieces.
Wow.
This was one heavy basketball
Right.
I was picking up.
Mhm.
So Rock is holding this thing out and she's like shaking.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like-
it's so heavy.
Wow, yeah.
Thornton, take faster,
Uh,
please.
Plus that circlet that's in there.
And you're just
Um,
holding it. I'm just counting them. 1, 2.
Okay, but question: were there any teeth?
Yeah, I got that.
there was a mithril tooth as
One
well.
mithril tooth.
But there were no teeth inside of the ball, just the one in the skull.
And did it look like the skeletons here? Were they like people that were kind of like other
They
adventurers or
looked
whatever?
like
or
they
maybe
were elf
elves?
skeletons.
Oh, they were. Okay.
Yeah.
So is there any clue as to where this came from? Like the undead thing? I think the ghosts had kind of told us that there was undead stuff in there before. Is that right?
Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah. It sounds like this might be a thing that. So the elves were the first people in the valley to settle the valley. So this might be from that first demon plague incursion, this
Okay.
giant tangle of vines.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm immune.
Oh.
So.
Original plague. OP.
Oh.
So OP.
OP plague.
Yeah. So, and the circlet you can tell does look magical. If you spend some time with it, you can probably figure out what it is.
Yeah. So I think, do we want to try to rest down here, or are we trying to go out?
I am trying to leave.
Okay.
Can I? I really like Bazig and his men, and I think they could be really nice, but they're having problems, and every time we arrive, they want to attack us first. So I don't think we should rest up there with them. So if we think it's safer here, we might want to rest here, or we should just like leave.
Yeah, I was a little concerned about that too.
You think
Plus,
they're going to attack us as we try and leave?
I mean, Bazig he didn't really seem to have complete control over them. I mean, they are
I think
ogres.
we should come back with an army and take this place.
Well,
That's
or
what
we
I
could.
think.
I mean, this is obviously an elven temple. It is not. It's not a place for some bandits to be living.
Yeah.
Well, one thing at a time. So, like
Yeah,
right
sure.
now, it's us and Gauntlet and Nuts. As I said, I like Bazig. I don't want to kill him, but I don't know if I trust him.
Now,
Okay.
I will-
start crawling back down the stairs
Now, Rain, why do you think you should take this place?
because it's an unlimited resource of food.
Hmm.
Or is it?
the
And Rock holds up
resource
the
of
gauntlet.
unlimited food is probably the right. I guess either one applies. Anyway,
Yeah.
semantics aside, there are people starving everywhere, and
Yeah. I mean, he did say we could take as much as we wanted.
it's
So
very kind of him.
I think that's a problem for another day, really.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to share it, but I don't know that he's a sharing type.
Mhm.
He was okay to share with us, but the more
Yes.
we bring,
That's
the
true.
Yes,
you know.
that's the thing. It's like I would like to share it with everyone,
Mhm.
How far away was this?
but this might be a
It was 60
discussion for
miles, I think.
later, or for now we can just kind of keep what we know on the DL.
Well,
because-
and if we are gonna leave and something does happen, not having you at your full capacity, Rain, is it's not a fun concept.
agreed. There's like a lot of them too, so there's like 20
Yeah.
of them, right? So if they see us
Right.
walking around with 1,300 gold pieces or whatever,
Right.
then
2,000
they might,
goals.
you know,
Yeah.
decide we're not
Probably-
exactly as close a friend as they thought we were initially. So
Yeah.
can we dimension door out of here?
If I rest,
Sure. Then they'll just think that we're dead. So that's good too, I guess.
Oh, you can dimension door with us.
yeah, I think so.
Can you take us all?
I believe so. Let me take a look.
I think you can only take one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Being-
Oh, I'm just thinking of yeah. Okay.
So unless you can dimension door like 3 times,
Mhm.
you'd have to. You'd have
So
to Nightcrawler this shit.
In the were there
Choose your
any
favorite
other
child.
were there any
And he
other
takes Gorp.
exits like in the area that we could tell in this big cavern, or was it just the one stairwell leading down?
Just looked like it was the one
Alright.
stairwell.
So I guess we'd probably have to go back through.
Now you do have Nala with you, and the original plan was she was going to go get Bazig to open the door when you were ready.
Yeah, it's just myself and one other person.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, do we want to rest then? I can get all my health back, and we can get our, resources, spells, key points,
Yeah.
etc.
I think that's the best plan.
There,
I'm concerned about Bazig and his ogres.
there is one other thing. If we are really concerned about Bazig, he might be okay with us just leaving with the thing that we came for, unless the thing we came for is going to make all his food go away.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
another. Oh,
that's-
yeah. You can spend some time studying this.
Right,
gauntlet
that as well, yeah. Mhm.
Trying to figure
So-
out what it is.
Yeah.
If
So
that's
we're gonna rest. I will look at the gauntlet and the circlet, and we can come up with a better plan.
Yeah.
are we short resting or long resting?
I think long resting
think
for me to
long
get my health
resting, yeah.
back. I had to do a long rest.
So you are taking your rest, and Torsten, you learn that the circlet is a circlet of blasting while you are looking at
TK, just big smile.
it.
I like explosions, okay?
Especially when you can walk away from them in dramatic fashion.
And then let's see, what else do we have here? So the Jade Gauntlet looks like, as far as you can tell, it's just like a typical gauntlet made of jade. Doesn't look magical in any way.
Mhm.
Looks very well made. Looks like you could put your hand in around and move it like it is jointed, so you could use it as a functional gauntlet. And it looks like you're able to sort of tell from the craftsmanship. It looks like this is something that was maybe made like from a mold, like that there would be more of these things lying around, which explains perhaps why it is a component in an ancient ritual that was created by this civilization of elves. So it's not the only one that was made.
Okay.
So
You look on
know,
the inside, it says made in China.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's a
one of 250.
right. Yeah,
Oh, so at least
It's
limited
fine.
edition.
yeah. It's signed by George Lucas, and yes.
It's signed by this guy. I think he was in an Avengers movie. I'm not sure what's going on. Okay, so we have everything we need except for 5 pounds of crazy mushroom things and a
Orangai mushrooms.
Ferengi mushrooms, which I have that written down. I'm like, no, that's a Star Trek thing. I must have heard this wrong. Ferengi mushrooms. What's going on? So we need the mushrooms, which I think is at the evil house that we're supposed to go to.
The House of Chaos.
Yes.
Yeah, chaos house. And then a weapon laced with magic, which I don't think we need something in specific, and I'll give up my letter opener if we need.
Oh
If
yeah, I was
that's-
gonna say not the bow, but the dagger.
No,
Yeah.
not to, no. Bo is cool. I learned Elvish because of Bo, but I really like the letter opener. But I'll give it up to save the world. So
I love that you're like enemy. You're like Elvish is bad. So when you say that is my enemy, it's like Elven enemy is that mine.
and she says it with the she says all the words correctly, but she says it with the wrong inflection. So
Yes.
it's she's really asking a question instead of being like, "You're my enemy." She's like, "You're my enemy." She can only say it once a day, though. So
That's true.
from here, do we want to go to Chaos House or do we want to just go back home? I know Torsten has to get back for
Mm.
political things, but we're gonna have to leave anyway.
Yeah. What was the I think we determined that we needed to come here, and we had like a few days to be here. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you could, if you hoofed it, you could go to the House of Chaos, and provided everything went well, then go back to Tomar's Crossing and still be back within 10 days for the town council handoff, as it were.
Why wouldn't it go well?
Yes, why
don't
wouldn't this
know.
go well?
You tell me.
Let's see what happens when we leave this place, and then we'll decide if we're gonna go to the House of Chaos or what.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't know how things are gonna go down as we leave.
So-
do we want to like sneak? I mean, we can't really sneak out because they have to move the thing.
Listen, I may not trust Bazig, but he is not dumb. And every time he has been with us, we have proven that we kind of kick ass. So I hope if we are just, hey, we're here, we got the thing, we're leaving, and we don't cause a fuss and just leave, that he is smart enough to not try to attack us, because we kind of will kill him and everybody.
I mean, maybe there's like 20 of them upstairs. There
Yes,
are a
but
lot.
they're awesome.
Agreed, but all right, we'll see. We'll just
Yeah,
have to
let's-
convince him that we'll
yeah.
kill him.
Let's just go see.
We're
to
Team
attack us.
Kick-Ass.
That's right.
From Fort Kick-Ass. And all the ass kicking that can happen.
That's right.
Okay.
Rock is a brand.
So we'll send out the ghosts to go say, hey, we're ready to come out.
Okay. So
So we're taking. So we taken the long rest?
yes, you've taken the long rest. You are restored, and Nala goes out and comes back. And as she does, you hear some heavy lifting, stones start being removed, and the light of the chamber above breaks through, and you can see a bunch of ogres and Bazig are moving all of these stones. And Bazig looks at you all and says, "Is it true? You killed the plants?"
We did.
Yep.
And here are your men, as we will start bringing them up.
Yeah. Our
and
little
he
toboggan
says,
of bodies.
"Ah, I can't thank you all enough for doing this."
As he says that, considering the conversation we had earlier, Rock would like to take a quick look around the room. Are
Mhm.
his men like... She's basically looking to see, do they think less of Bazig that we went and did this, or do they respect him for his leadership?
So right now in this hall that's before that big room where everybody else is, it's just a bunch of ogres. There's like 3 ogres with him, and they're like picking their noses and scratching their butts and stuff. They don't seem
As you do.
very interested one way or the other.
Were there any ogres among the bodies that we brought back?
There were not.
Oh,
Jeez.
interesting.
I don't know if we could have brought those bodies
Yeah.
back.
Well, they were all lighter because they were
They were desiccated, yeah.
exactly.
Because they were empty
Oh,
Capri
boy.
Suns back.
Capri
Just
Suns,
say it.
Yeah, Rock, as soon as she can see any of the bandits, she wants to take stock of what they're thinking about Bazig right now.
So as you you go back, and as you enter with the bodies, they all come over and start looking at them, and Bazig comes in after all of you and says, "Now see, I told you that these guys would recover the bodies. That's why I brought them here." And he claps you on the back and like gives you a wink, Rock, as he says that.
And does she think that the men that they believe that?
It looks like they do, yeah.
Okay. Then,
Sorry, go
then she'll just say, "We're glad to help."
And he says, "And I, of course, am glad to help you, as agreed. You can take whatever it is you needed down there." And he says, "And an extra thanks." He like claps his hands, and an ogre comes over with a big barrel that is filled with apples and places it on the ground in front.
Ah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Can I look at the trees? Do they seem different? This is kind
Different than what?
of a stretch, but like, I don't know. Like, if they've been affected by us taking the gauntlet at all, if they seem less it's probably way too early to tell.
So they don't look any different.
Mhm.
You can see that some of them are, in some places are bearing fruit, little unripe apples
It's not
that
like
look
everything
like.
just stopped working and all the apples fell down or anything.
Right.
like that.
Yeah. The brook is still babbling. The sun is
Oh,
still
that's
shining
perfect then. Okay. the brook's
out of
still
the dome and that sort
Okay.
of thing. So
Cool,
yeah, it
cool.
doesn't look like anything's changed.
Good.
Okay. Oh man, now I'm nervous about these apples because if we come back to town with a barrel of apples, people will be like, "Where'd you get those apples?"
Yeah.
Oh,
We'll just have to eat them all.
Yeah, I'll just have to eat all the
Well,
apples.
Here's a practical question. Can we, any of us, take the, because we didn't come on like horses or a cart or anything. We just walked our asses over here, and we might not be going back to the town. We might be going to the
That's
crazy
true.
house.
Did we
Yeah.
go on horses? I think we came on horses.
I think we came on horses. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
did
there
we?
was- yeah, you did. You all.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't, Rock, because that's not how you roll. But everybody else came on
But I
horses.
think you're right. Even with horses, it's not like
Fair
we can
enough.
just put
Yeah,
a
I
barrel
think-
of apples on a horse.
So I have an 18 strength, which I think gives me like a higher 200s carrying
Yeah.
capacity.
But are you just gonna hold it on the horse in the saddle, just like
A barrel of apples
wow.
weighs more than that.
more than 200?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
we
Fill up our
accept the
saddlebags, but that's-
symbolism of this gift, but we'll have
Yes.
to politely refuse it at this moment.
As you say that, the ogre that was carrying them goes, "Okay," and pulls out fistfuls of apples and just starts Garfielding them. Like, ah.
Cool.
Can we take? I'd like a couple. We can each take a couple, but yeah, we can't take the whole barrel. That's we've got other places to go and other bad guys to kill.
Didn't they take horses and carts here?
They did.
Oh,
Yeah, but it's theirs. We're also probably going to Crazy House.
They're not going anywhere. Okay, you're right. I just want to rob someone and I never get to. I'll wait. It's fine. I can rob someone.
Rock will take just like a couple apples and like pass out a couple apples to her friends and be like, "We'll take for the road."
Yes,
Sounds
yes.
good
The
if I
horses will
don't
appreciate it.
steal it.
oh yeah. Apples. for
Dusk
dust.
will be
Yes.
so happy.
I call
All right,
Dusk.
so since nice. Since
Oh,
things seem to
yeah,
go pretty
call-
well, are we gonna go to the House of Chaos then?
Yeah, let's just go straight there.
That's
Alright.
where the crazy mushrooms are, right?
Mhm.
Ferengi mushrooms.
Yes. So you come out of the temple, of Elibrin's retreat, and Bazeg wishes you well. Make sure the guards know to let you out. And as you come out, that is when Nala says to all of you, "I'm needed back in Tomar's Crossing. Good luck in the House of Chaos."
You don't tell people about this and the unlimited food. We're just gonna keep
I
it quiet for now.
Try to avoid talking to people. They
Wow.
don't really
Okay.
kindly to ghosts.
All right, then good.
I mean, it's for the safety of my undead life.
That's fair
Uh,
enough.
And
Is there
then
anything else you know about the House of Chaos before you go?
the House of Chaos. And she racks her brain and says, "It's been even longer since I visited the house." And she's gonna say, it is a name that many find humorous."
No, why?
Because
I
who
don't
built
know.
the House of Chaos? Funny.
Um,
It's weird.
And she says, "But I would be very careful in there. That place is filled with evil magic. And Gartorak,
Yes.
the person that the chaos cult worships, Gartorak is just Zancrown.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
It was
Interesting.
the goblins who came to the valley to settle this area after the elves and after the dwarves. When the demon plague came upon them, they found that a dark entity they named Gartolmak spoke to them. As best as we can tell, Gartolmak demanded they do things like sacrifice their kin. It seemed like it was Zancrown having fun with the entire situation. The demons or the goblins thought that they would be able to end the demon plague by giving into these demands. And of course,
Wow.
it did nothing other than cause violence and strife among their people.
What a bad guy.
This is why we have to kill him.
Yeah.
And that's a reminder, though. I had the that holy book of the Gartelmac cult.
Oh yeah.
Can I look in there to see if there's anything as we're traveling there, to see if there's anything, any mention of the House of Chaos or anything like that?
Sure, yeah, you do see that there is a mention of the House of Chaos as a place where that the goblins erected in honor of Gartelmac to keep the demon plague at bay. And it was also a place where they enacted rituals to bring Gartelmac's minions into the world.
We're gonna find more of those crazy, strong demon plague people.
Veloc.
Yeah,
so
those.
that you get that information out, and Nala goes her separate way. And after a couple days of travel, you all make it to a rocky crevice that you can see a brass door down inside. So if you were to climb down this switchbacked path, you could make it to this brass door, and that is likely the House of Chaos.
Okay.
It
And
doesn't
that
look
is
like a house,
where-
it looks like a door to chaos.
And that is where we will stop for this afternoon.
That seems like a good place.
Yes, absolutely. So thank you everyone for playing. Thank you everyone for watching. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, smash that follow button. Special thanks to Topher ATL for also giving Robert an auto success. That's pretty
thanks,
awesome.
Topher.
Hey.
Now, you want to enter, if you have not already, in the Don't Split the Podcast Network Twitch chat, ! Valentines for a chance to win free PDFs that we're going to be giving away very, very soon, right after we hear where we can find everybody. So let us start with you, Robert. Where can people find you?
So you can find me on Twitter at Radu76. That's RADDU76. You can also find me on, if you go search for Sagaborn Kickstarter. I wrote an adventure for the Sagaborn RPG, which is a third edition D&D based RPG. So check that out. You can also find me on the DM's Guild. They just released like 6 Rain bundles. Rain is the, what is it? It is the Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network. I've got my Curtain Call adventure in the Rain starter kit bundle. There's a bunch of great bundles out there that all benefit Rain, so please go check those out.
Excellent. So yes, definitely check that out. Those Rain bundles are incredible, and I have in the Epic bundle, Invasion from the Planet of Tarrasques is
Nice.
also there. So yeah, and all the proceeds are going to a really, really great cause. So definitely check that out. Lauren, where can people find you?
Hi, I'm Lauren Urban. You might know me as Obo Crazy, the community manager for D&D Beyond. You can find me there. You can find me on the internet as Obo Crazy, mostly on Twitter because I do a lot of social media and I have to make it count. You can also find me on Heroes of the Veil on Wednesdays on the D&D Beyond Twitch channel at 2:00 Pacific, where I play Orkira, who is currently unconscious and might not survive tomorrow, but that's okay. That happens sometimes. You can also find me as the DM for Dungeon Drunks, which is a podcast that comes out every Monday wherever fine podcasts are sold. And if you happen to be in the greater Seattle area, you can find me this weekend playing oboe and English horn for the Federal Way Symphony, where we're playing some fun stuff, including American in Paris and Prokofiev Piano Concerto and Star Wars medley, because Star Wars. So come by and see me.
That's
and say
awesome.
hi. Yeah, it's Star Wars. That's where I get to play English horn on is the Star Wars stuff. So I get to play all kinds of awesome Emperor themes. It's fun.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
English horn is evil, didn't you know?
I didn't, but it makes sense because we threw their tea into the harbor.
Ha-ha.
USA. USA.
Yeah.
I could
Tea
go
for
into
the
the etymology of
fishes.
English horn versus English horn and what it actually means and it's not, but no, I won't because we don't
English.
You got to save something for the next. We got to tease people to come to the next broadcast. So
there you go.
we'll hear more about the English horn next time.
English, it's French.
Oh, excellent.
I just suck like rock with Elvish. I suck at French.
Got it. TK, where can people find you?
I get it. It's a pun. English. Okay.
The anglais, yeah. I'm bad.
I hate it.
I do too.
I'm TK. It's me. It's TK, and I write spooky stories on the internet. And if you like spooky stories, you can read them at tkjwrites.com, or you can follow me on Twitter. TK joins the fray. In my pinned tweet thread, I have all of my streams and stuff on Twitch that I do. It's in one of the tweets on there. You'll see what it is because it says schedule, and I trust you. I trust you in your better judgment. This month, Kayla and I are donating the proceeds from our Samhain comic to Rain. So all February proceeds are going to that. If you like spooky shows, you can watch me Friday nights on Tales from the Mists on the Wizards D&D Twitch channel, and it's fun. And we're going to, I can't tell you actually anything about it because the showrunner is in the chat, so I can't get away with any sneaky stuff this time. Next time, guys, for sure.
That's right. I heard that Lisa Chen's character is going to die.
Whoa.
I did not say that, and I would never tell anyone that ahead of time.
Except for me, right?
What? No.
But in fairness, he says that all the time, and it hasn't happened yet.
We'll be right eventually. Rudy, where can people find you?
I'm on Twitter at Rudy Basso. Head to don'tsplitthepodcastnetwork.com for great Dungeons and Dragons and other RPG related podcasts. We got some really exciting stuff coming up. James, I have to talk to you about another exciting thing coming up that could be awesome for the network. Yeah, so keep an eye. 2019 gonna be good. Also, this stream is also a podcast every Wednesday. Check it out. It's got sound effects. It's got music. It's less uhs and ums.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
We all sound smarter.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's it.
Yes, definitely. So it is a super fun podcast in the podcast version. Rudy does make us all sound smart. I am in all of the same places you can find Rudy. My Twitter is at James Introcaso. You can also find me at worldbuilderblog.com, where you can read all about the cool game design stuff that I am working on. And you can also check out at don'tsplitthepodcastnetwork.com Tabletop Babble, which is a show where I talk to people, game masters, dungeon masters, players, game designers about the industry and news, and we give advice and that sort of thing, and it's really fun. So go check all of that out over at don'tsplitthepodcastnetwork.com, along with some other great actual plays and advice podcasts. And now we are going to begin by giving away some PDFs. First, the first thing we will give away is a copy of this adventure. That's right. What we're playing through right now is a published level 1 through 20 adventure that you can buy at roleplayingtips.com/demonplague or on DriveThruRPG. And we will get in touch with winners via their Twitch handle. We're going to
Twitch chat.
Twitch chat. So go ahead.
Yeah, if you've already won 2, then high five. I didn't keep a list, so you win again.
If you've already won, we'll send you another something.
Okay, yeah. You'll get something else. So here we go for the Demonplague. Falcon Wolf. Congratulations.
Congrats.
Woo! Falcon Wolf,
with zeros. Falcon Wolf with zeros.
Won the giveaway, Falcon Wolf. So thank you so much. And now, Robert, you are going to give away something rather special, right?
Yeah, I wanted to give away a copy of one of those DM's Guild rain packages of the starter kit that my Eberron adventure is in. So it's I don't know how many adventures are in there, a whole bunch of adventures, but I have this DM's Guild webpage open, just ready for someone's email to add in there, so you can get the rain package of the starter kit bundle. So everybody, please go check that out. It goes to a really great cause, and you get a bunch of great adventures, and like there's 6 different bundles, so please check those out.
And here is that winner. It is SSJ Gogeta DBZ.
There you go. Yay.
Hey, SSJ Gogeta ZBZ. Thank you so much for watching. And you know what? We've got a third. Did I roll all the natural 20s tonight?
You rolled
You did?
them all.
Yeah, you did.
You rolled quite a few. Yeah.
I did. Man, I'm so good at D&D. So I am going to be giving away now an epic bundle for the rain package there. So we're just raining down rain packages. Here we go. So let's go ahead.
Here we go. Goes to Topher ATL.
Yeah.
Topher.
Boom. Yes, Topher ATL, my good buddy. Topher, thank you so much for doing this. And we will be back next week. So come check us out then, right here on the Don't Split the Podcast Network Twitch channel. And don't let the demons bite.
Yes. Bye.
Bye.